go. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Fucking Howie
Great
Roseman.
pick.
This motherfucker Howie doesn't miss.
Clap it up for Howie Roseman, baby. Clap it up for Howie. Howie Roseman yesterday with the 22nd pick drafted Quinyon Mitchell, which, in my opinion, I think is a very, very good draft pick. I personally thought that we were going to have to move up, but nobody in the NFL decided to draft any defensive players, so he literally fell to us, which is nuts. We're going to watch some of his college highlights, but before I do that, I kind of just want to give like my thoughts and, you know, what I thought about this. First off, with him just falling to us at the 22nd pick was crazy, because like I said, I thought for sure we would have had to move up. Now, from what I heard, it sounded like, though, this wasn't like Howie's like go-to pick. Like originally, it sounded like what his plan, what he wanted to do was he wanted to get an offensive lineman. But you saw it be like pretty much only offense was being taken. A lot of offensive linemen got taken. What the hell is this? And since it seemed like pretty much all the linemen, or most of the linemen were pretty much taken, and that how he wanted, he went with Quinyon Mitchell, which I personally would have rather taken him over the lineman anyway. I get it, you know, how he wants the depth and all that stuff. We trying to win right now, man. Quinyon's gonna fit in great. We definitely needed DB badly. I mean, because you got Slay, and then who else? You know what I mean? That corner, Bradbury's garbage. Isaiah Rodgers, look, man, we don't really know you don't know what he's going to be. All right, he could be good, he could be bad. We don't know. You got Avonte Maddox back, but he's a slot corner, so that's, you know, totally different. Kelly Ringo's still really young, and Eli Rick's still really young. So we gotta get another guy in there to be on the other side of, you know, of Slay that we can really count on. And another thing with Quinyon Mitchell is too, I heard or I seen that he's actually he said like Slay was like one of his favorite corners, and he actually like looked up to him. So maybe that's probably another reason that factors into the pick. Great thing is, like, we still have our second round picks. So, like, we still have all of our picks. We didn't have to give up a thing to get this kid, that's just great. I'm hoping that with the next couple picks, we look at that to maybe get a backer or a safety. I would honestly stay on the defensive side of the ball, because, you know, backer is another, like, our linebacker group is not very good. I mean, you got Devin White. I'm not sold on him. Question marks with him. And you got Nakobe Dean, who I don't think he can even last in the NFL. He's made of paper mache. And that's literally probably it for the linebackers. I don't even know who else we'd have. You know, obviously it was outside backers, but I'm just talking like true, you know, inside backers, like middle linebacker. But and then safety, it's like we got C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and then who else do we got? I mean, we got Blankenship. I almost called him Ed Reed Blankenship. But we got Blankenship, which, you know, it's like, I don't know. You got what's his name, coming off a torn ACL. And he's probably not going to be there to start this season, so we don't know how that's going to be. So it's like, you know, I would definitely say linebacker and safety, I think, is the next thing we should definitely dial in with these next couple picks. And get some more, you know, O-line or D-line depth to get a receiver like in the late round or something like that. And then we should be pretty good. But Quinyon Mitchell in the first round, I'll take it. You know, we got to build the defense up, because the defense is our weak spot right now. Our offense has really I'm not going to say it has no excuse to be bad next year, but we got a lot of weapons on offense, so the offense should be good next year. So let's just keep getting some young guys for the defense and building that up. So we're going to watch some Quinyon Mitchell highlights of him in college at Toledo. And another thing is, I know a lot of people are like, well, he was in Toledo. He didn't play against any comp. But, I mean, I seen, what was it? I don't know if it was the Pro Day, Combine, whatever it was. I think it might be the Pro Day or whatever. And he was lining up against I don't remember who he was lining up against, but it was a really good receiver. He was lining up against like his pro day or something. I don't know what it was. They were doing one-on-ones. That's the whole point. And I don't remember who the receiver was, but I remember like he was locking him up, and he was supposed to be like, you know, a top tier guy. And I think I don't know, did he go against Marvin Harrison in college? I could be wrong, but that's the like, they're like, oh, he's in Toledo. He didn't play against any comp or stuff. But I seen actually a video of him, right? Oh, it was like a video, and they were like, this is like when he was still like playing and stuff in Toledo. They asked him, and he was like, yeah, how come you never like went to the transfer portal and, you know, like left or whatever, right? And like he had like a really good response. Like he said something about like, you know, it's about like, you know, basically like the brotherhood, like it's about the relationships I got here, and just, you know, sticking it together, and like, you know, stuff like that. Like you hear stuff like that. You go, Eagles, we got like a real culture. You know, a lot of guys always come back to Philly for cheap deals. How many times do you see that? Or they just stay with the team because they just want to stay with the brotherhood. You know what I mean? So he ran like a really fast 40 time too. I think it was like a 4.3 something. It was really good. He's like, I think he's 6 foot. He's you know, he's pretty skinny though. I think he's like 195, 199. or yeah, about 195. So he's a little bit bigger. So he could probably put a little bit of muscle on. You know what I mean? Now, he's probably not gonna do this his rookie season because you know that's something you do after you play a year in the league and you know all that stuff. So hopefully, you know, I mean, hopefully he can pan out, man. Because Slay needs like a number 2, like Bradbury. Like you know that he had that one fluke year. I'm calling it a fluke year because I'm gonna be honest with you with Bradbury. And the year we went to the Super Bowl, I think you know Bradbury. Our defensive line was so good that like we were getting to the quarterback so fast that we almost like broke the sack record all the time like in the season. So I mean if we're just being honest there, of course you know Bradbury looked pretty good. So I think that's personally why Bradbury looked good that season. And this season you know the production with the D line was kind of like up and down like you know and stuff. So it would sometimes guys had to sit back and you know Bradbury was getting torched. Like I'll just never forget that Seahawks game when he just you know like I'm not even gonna talk. We're not even gonna bring it up. We're not even gonna talk about it because that was just terrible. But yeah, James Bradbury, man. So he's just not a guy. I know Howie said he doesn't want to trade him. He was like, yeah, because they asked him. They was like, what do you think about James Bradbury going for it? And obviously you know we're all listening to this. He was like, yeah. He definitely gonna be a part of what we want to do going forward, which is you know obviously he's saying that because he just you know he paid him, so you know he doesn't want to just get rid of the guy after one bad season. So hopefully he doesn't have to play a whole lot next year. And who knows? You know what? Maybe he'll bounce back and he'll just you know he'll run rampant. Bradbury will go crazy, but I don't know, but we'll see. But now we got like some guys, man. You got Slay, you know Quinyon, you know we got Maddox is back for the slot. Hopefully he can you know actually stay healthy because if he can, he's actually one of the you know probably a top 3 slot corner in the NFL. So that would be nice to have him out there. We got Isaiah Rodgers. He's back reinstated. A lot of people forgot about him. He is a taller corner and he's very fast. Hasn't played in a while, so you know Rodgers is a younger corner too, as I was saying. So I don't know. We'll see. You know we're getting more guys in there. I think we definitely need to get some backers, safeties. Got to build that up a little bit. You can look at some of his combine results though. So yeah, he ran a 4.33. That's pretty nice. I'm just going through some of like the analysts that they got on the NFL website, and it says his NFL comp is Steven and Nelson. That is a interesting comparison. Let me know what you guys think about this draft pick, man, with Quinyon Mitchell. I think it's definitely a huge W. And what do you think Howie Roseman should lock in for the next couple picks? I would say linebackers and safeties. That's kind of me personally. You guys let me know. I think we want to draft it already. Eagles gotta have a better season than last year, man. So that's the goal, and Howie's on the right track. So only time will tell, man. We're just gonna have to wait and see what happens.